every adjoining check, every adjoining hex, you don't need to worry about that check.
Okay.
So for movement, it's just where you start from,
Okay.
and when you enter something, you roll for an event.
Okay.
So if you enter a different terrain, you will roll for an event.
And what will I be rolling that check on?
Wetlands is against your
Constitution, which is you have 3.
Where is that?
Right here.
Is that what we're looking
Very
at?
bottom. Of the,
And what are the possible outcomes?
you become poisoned,
Okay.
which means that you cannot heal. You cannot heal until you get healed in the city.
Okay.
So, since you don't own provision,
That's the only possible negative outcome.
if you get poisoned again, then you receive a damage.
Okay.
I don't know if we put that actually in there.
It might not be.
We might have to just establish what poison is. But yeah, if you get poisoned again, then you we made it into a damage.
Yeah, it's a second poison just as damage.
Okay.
And the gazer will kill you, just so you know, if you get stuck in that tile.
Well, I mean, I would have 3 additional turns to get out of the tile. Like the odds of me being there, right? Like I understand that correctly. I've got.
Yeah, you'd probably. Be
What's your
fine.
base movement?
Yeah. I mean.
What's your base movement?
3. He'd be fine. He'd be able to almost to just get out of it. He'd need one. He'd
Okay.
need one good roll.
Why would I not be able to get out? I mean.
Because you would your first movement 1 would get you here.
Uh-huh.
Then your second move you'd interact. Your second movement 1, in theory, would let you move here 1, then 2, and then you would have 3. So you would. There's potential that you would
If he's
get a
failing
karma.
checks all the way along the way.
Yeah, if he's failing checks all the way. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it depends on if you roll a karma or things like
So
that.
you're talking like a 1 in 100 chance that I get stuck in that tile, basically. Am I doing that math correct?
Well, every time you'd have 1 in 10 chance of getting stuck on that tile.
It's like 1 in
Well, if I'm
1,000.
rolling against my constitution, that would be a 3 or less. So that's a 1 in 3 that I pass.
No, because once you go in here, right? Yeah. So if you get stopped here, then your movement ends, and then you have to get there and then come back. But as long as you're outside, so you come in here, right? You roll against your constitution.
I come in here, assume I fail,
Yes. Then your movement ends.
but my second one I'm free to move.
Then
so I just
your
walk
second
over here.
energy cube.
I grab this, right?
You
my
would
third energy cube. I'm
no
still free
again.
to
You
move.
would so you come in here. Then would you roll if you rolled your endurance, and depending on what your endurance is,
I just assume I fail. It doesn't matter.
assume you fail, then you
I
come
fail.
here.
So then I take my next cube, right?
Right, but remember your base
Your
movement
base movement
is
only
2.
3.
No, he's a dwarf. It's 2.
No,
right?
he's a drow.
Oh, he's a drow. Sorry, he gets 3.
Let me
Okay.
explain what I think, and
Okay.
you tell me where I'm wrong. Okay, that will help me out. So I get here, right? I have spent half of a cube, right?
Okay.
I fail. Oh well. Does that cost me the other half of the cube?
That
ends your
not,
movement.
that you cannot move.
So I couldn't move, but I could say forage for something.
Yes,
Yes,
you
I
could
wanted-
try to get some plants.
So then that goes away.
Mm-hmm.
So then I spend my next energy cube to move, but I've already taken the test at this point. So do I have to test again?
No.
So
No.
I'm free to walk over here and spend that. And
That would be
gets-
2
Yeah,
movement.
No, because you have
Yeah.
a -2 now.
Why would I have a -2?
Your terrain effect is a -2 movement.
You're in the
Once
wetlands.
you're in the wetlands, you have -2.
Okay, that's the piece that.
That- yeah.
Okay,
That's why.
So each terrain has a different modifier on your movement.
I got it. Okay. Okay. Let's see here then.
I mean,
Yeah.
your endurance check is pretty high that you probably wouldn't suffer from it, but
I mean, I have a 66% chance to suffer if I go into that tile.
but okay, so you get poisoned, sure, but you'd probably get to here on your second movement,
Right.
and then be able to get out by your fourth.
Okay.
Yeah, most likely you would
Unless,
make
like,
it.
with unless you roll 2 zero
Failures.
rolls, and
Which is possible.
according to Dan, it's highly likely it's
It doesn't-
backstory.
I'm not going to do that anyway. I was actually more interested in getting to the wetlands so that I could try to harvest some
Oh,
material.
okay, that's fine.
So that's a good move then.
Well, it's not, because the wetlands is so punishing to me because my constitution is so low that it's going to cost me a lot of cubes to go
Ah.
after that one thing. So then now the price of it is not
Why would it
Got
cost?
it.
No,
Seemingly
why would it cost
low.
you? Why would it cost you a lot?
because of the negative movement, the potential that something bad's going to
Okay,
happen.
so here's what. So assume you want to harvest from here, right?
Mhm.
So all you have to move here, and let's say you fail, you get poisoned.
Mhm.
You can now harvest from here
Yeah, but then I
against
could-
your mental.
right.
It's not against your constitution.
Right.
So you have a 60%
And I
chance.
could attempt to harvest.
Yeah,
Yes.
and you can attempt to harvest and then just leave
Right.
again. So it wouldn't be
Right.
as punishing as I think.
I understand everything you just said.
Okay.
What I was saying is that in addition to getting the Explore token would have made
Right.
it worth moving in that direction. As it stands, I don't feel like
Okay.
it's worth it because to get to that cube potentially could cost me all 4 actions.
Yeah. And if he gets stuck, he's gonna get killed
Then
by
I
the
also die, so
yeah.
like the risk is nowhere near
Yeah,
the risk.
but
It's
death-
more of a ration than
But
he-
death is not very punishing in this game.
which is so going this
Well,
direction
it
to
depends
get
how
the
many
plan
not in the beginning.
is helpful, but not necessarily.
Right.
What item did you choose, Neil? By the way, what do you have in your?
It's a +1 success potion, 1 use only. So,
Okay.
So if I go to the guild, I have to go to the guild to get the quest, or just step into.
So you technically already have a guild
Yeah,
quest.
you won't be able to get a second guild quest.
You
You
could
have
change, you could change who you want to be. You can go to the guild and say, "Oh, I don't want to be a wizard."
Well, what's a city quest then?
So you go to this point, the scroll. So guild quests are here. City quests are at the scroll.
Oh, because that's a village.
Yeah.
Even though they have the same symbol.
And-
Yeah.
Okay.
On your turn, don't you have to prepare a spell? I forget what your wizard.
I have no idea. Let's see. Every wizard. No, that's a quest. You
should
study the arcane and master the hidden arts. At the start of your turn, prepare 1 spell to use. Okay.
So you have to pick which. Just put a marker next to the spell you want
So
to have.
use once before my next turn.
Yeah, just means just like old Dungeons and Dragons, you had to study your spells the night before,
But I only get 1 use of that spell
Until your next time.
for the rest of the turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
and then every turn you can change what spell you have.
Okay. Makes sense. Alrighty. So, where did that quest go? I was reading it. Alright. Before they go, they would like a memento from their birth city. Go to another city and bring back this item. So that would require 2 cities to be on the table, which is not the case now. And this one is probably not possible. So neither one of those is good. So then I would need to do one question, and this is just a remark.
Yeah.
When I go up, let's say I want to scout the terrain.
If you rescout his
He's got-
terrain,
I lose my ability.
it says there you'll remove his marker and put your marker on it, so you can take control.
You will then be the changer of worlds.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, cool. So otherwise, I'm looking at doing a town quest, which I could get from one of these
Yeah.
scrolls, right?
Yeah.
And it could be any one of these 4.
No, it has to be of its alignment. So right now
Oh,
we're
I
in
see.
blue.
I see. So there's an alignment.
So you have escort or pretty flames.
Okay. Alright. A small delegation from the village would like to travel the land and is offering 3 gold pieces to take them to another village city.
You should just do Kingdom Death Monster after.
Okay.
I don't know if I got that kind of time. Depending on how quickly this goes, I would fight a lion or something.
Okay.
With the Phoenix. No, the problem with Kingdom Death is that, like, you know, if you hunt, it depends where we're at the thing. We may have to fight something else.
Yeah.
That's my issue with Kingdom Death is that you don't have. It's not really the loot.
So I
grinding
stop
looking
here,
for.
I take a quest, right?
Yes.
Yep.
So that's the end of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's done, right? So now it's my next turn. I'm in a city, so I have already a
You're in a
+2
village,
to-
but it's the same thing, yeah.
I have a +2 to my movement plus base, which is 3. So this quest says all I gotta do is take something to another village or city. So I just walk over here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it?
You have to get to this point.
Does it just say take it to the gate?
Yeah, that's what it says.
You
To
just
the
go-
gate, I'll say that.
go down.
You have to go to the road. Yeah, and you're fine.
Well, hold on. So I could stop at the road?
Yeah, it says.
Yeah, I have to stop the gate.
Alright, so it would be 1, 2, 3 I have spent so far, right?
Right.
Stopping at so the turning in of this quest will cost me another action.
Uh huh.
So I get 3 gold pieces. Seem good. Oh, like sure.
And now we replace that quest, I assume.
At the start of your
Is the only way to enter one of these tiles through a road?
No, you can enter through wherever you want. I just get to control where
Got it.
the orientation.
So the next thing I'm gonna do is just like come over to the desert.
Okay, so you have 2 problems. First, you have to make a skill check for this one,
Can't. Oh, because there's a wall.
and then
I
you have to make a skill check to also go. In there. You're not. You can't come out of the city.
There's no wall, but you're moving on to a different terrain
No,
type.
there's borders around the city.
Oh,
that you can.
he's trying to go
you
into
can't.
the city. Oh, okay.
He's thinking like go through the.
Sorry, I didn't draw
We really
walls.
gotta do that. I think that's been the major.
No, it's not a major thing. I just
No, but we've had everybody use.
Everybody who plays it like, why can't I go into there? Because just imagine there's walls. I didn't draw walls.
I can put some red lines. Put some red lines on the
you
top.
know what? You guys are making a game like your art. You're gonna have to get an artist to reproduce all.
Oh,
this
yeah,
stuff.
100%.
You know, it's fine.
I could take a marker and just do the walls.
Exactly.
I think all of us now understand that there's walls around the city. So
Yeah, we got
problem solved.
it.
Except we actually have a tile called Berlin.
So is
There's
this
a wall in the middle.
is this a constitution check for everything? Literally every time I try to do anything off a road. I'm
No,
like-
no, no, no. So each thing has a different check.
Oh, okay.
So,
Alright, that's helpful.
so if you want to go into the hills, you are rolling against your luck. If
Okay.
you're rolling into the desert, you're also rolling against your luck.
Luck.
So those two. But everything else has a different check. So wetlands is a constitution. So you're
So wetlands, you can have poison, so it goes against your
Where is
constitution.
that located?
go to
Terrain
your
events.
terrain events and go to the events skill check. This is
Event
center
skill
tile.
check. There it is.
Center tile.
Okay. Got it. So strange winds.
And the goal here was just trying to give every stat something of value, and that and a lot of that.
Yeah. So you're saying if I don't purchase a provision or stop in a town. So okay.
So
So basically, getting to that desert is I'm going to get stopped trying to get over that hill to that desert and back to the city. The odds of me not getting stopped in that interchange is basically impossible.
I mean, you have pretty good luck. So
Right, but I would have to make a minimum of 3 checks
So,
to get to the
here's
desert.
here's something that you can do. One is that
So what was going to happen to me if I get hurt on the hills? I will.
Nothing. You lose a karma.
you lose a karma,
Okay.
and if you can't lose a karma, then you can't lose a karma.
Got it. Okay.
No punishment.
So there's really very little penalty for trying it.
And the desert removes takes away an energy cube. Is it an energy cube or an action? Or are we changing?
Energy coup.
Yeah. So if it's your last cube, then you lose nothing else going into the desert.
Okay. Do y'all have a notepad
I do. Why?
so I can take notes
Here.
about stuff as I think about it? Because otherwise I won't remember to tell you later.
You see, if you say anything, it's going to be recorded. And after your turn, we're going to pause because I want to stop the
Yeah, but
recording.
that's good. But I don't. What'll happen is if I start like saying things now, then you guys will get embroiled in like conversation on it.
You prefer fan?
And what I would rather do is wait to the end and talk about it.
Awesome.
So that
You want a pen or
happens
a
that way. I know that feeling very well because when you go to build a game, somebody will say something, you'll get embroiled in it, and the other person is just sitting there going, "But I just want to keep playing."
Yeah, right.
Okay.
What is forage?
So forage is if you run out of actions and you don't use your provision, you automatically get 2 energy cubes back, and you can roll against your luck to get a third.
Okay, but
Think of it like you're in the wilderness, you forage for some food, and if you're lucky, you
You're
get an extra
essentially
food.
getting half.
You're getting your energy
half,
back.
Half your energy back from just like resting.
and foraging doesn't cost an energy.
No, that's
It's part of your rest action.
perfect. So you end up. So you get half your turn back. It's kind of.
But if you have a provision, you just get everything back.
Let me write one more thing down.
What are the ice cream sandwiches?
Those are high.
You guys, I can't even read my own writing sometimes. Alright, cool. So I got that. Okay, so I've still got, I lost an action you said because the quest stopped me?
Yep.
Okay. So I've still got 2 left. I want to do some stuff, but I can't. That's very unfortunate. Okay, so okay. So what produces a noun?
City quest, collecting exploration tokens, buying estates.
So that village quest didn't move.
So technically, you finished a quest. So you actually are. You now have 1 renown.
What quest did he finish?
You finished a village quest.
So you'll go around.
So that puts you.
Okay. And what can I buy with my gold right now? Why do I even have gold?
So right now you can't buy items. You can buy provisions,
Okay.
or you can buy estates. So an estate gives you a renown also, and it's a 1. It's
Okay.
1 per city.
How much does an estate cost?
4 gold.
I would like to buy an estate.
So
You need to go into the
you
shop.
have to go into the shop. That's the only.
Oh. Okay. Alright. Sure. Moving on to the shop then. So that'll burn an entire energy cube again for that, right?
Yes.
So
Spend your money.
I drop 4 gold and then
So we now have a world event.
you can just
Well,
send those
the
there because I'll probably have to get them again later.
Okay.
Yeah. It's easier than I
Here's your world event.
Greatest gladiator. So you now, because you got 2 renown now,
You
Yes.
unlocked a world.
you
event.
unlocked a world quest. Although it says
Oh,
world
because of my renown.
Did I not give you an event?
event. It says world quest.
It should be an event card.
Hi,
Okay.
honey.
Cool.
Bye.
That's kind of a neat thing. So I got renown, and
Bring
that's
out
what triggered this, not the buying of the estate.
No.
you. Yeah. Oh,
The first
and,
person to get to the second
and
round
we
would
have
have
to
unlocked.
we have to mark you on Kessel. So
Now,
no
nobody
one,
else
no one can
can-
kick you off, and no one can buy.
That
any
is
shit
yours
there.
permanently,
The
forever.
Dead are Rising. Bring out your dead. The Ghost and Wraith NPC is activated.
All right.
Why don't you give that to? I guess we'll give that to Chip.
What am I doing?
You're going to be in control of the Ghost and Wraith.
Okay. Whenever. Where's my second one? Here it is. Ghosts and Wraiths. So anytime somebody kills something, it comes back and tries to kill them again.
Okay.
And it has half their stats.
Fun. That sounds cool.
The Dead are Rising. So if you kill anything, it comes back to get you. And I think you have one more energy cube.
Yeah, I do, and I'm struggling for what would be.
You can get another quest.
I would have spent 1 gold also while you were on the market to buy provisions potentially. You may want.
You get 2 provisions for 1 gold.
Oh, okay. I'll do that definitely then while I'm here.
Yeah.
Right.
2 rolls for you.
2 rolls.
So now you can go adventuring and
You
recruit.
don't get no tolls,
So
don't get no
Yeah. So you have limited space of what you can and cannot carry. So we have to somehow show this to people. Like, notice how it has 2 sides. So your pockets can hold 2 provisions.
Yeah, I assume that was.
Okay.
That's why I put them both there.
No, can't. Yeah, there you go. Now that
No,
you're
I
good.
mean, your convention made sense, but I was like, I understood.
As
what
long
it
as-
said.
Okay, good.
I just put 2 there because, yeah, it was very clear to me when I first saw it what you.
Oh,
indicated.
okay, good.
Yeah. So
Most people are like they just keep
Like,
piling
yeah,
stuff in there. Like, no, you can only have 2.
if you played D&D before with like prefab character sheets with
Yeah,
an inventory,
same thing.
Yeah, they do the same thing. So like to me that was like
I'm putting these all.
understood it right away.
Yep.
So if I go to pick up another quest, it's going to draw another quest, or I still have to choose from these.
You have to choose from the green now.
Oh, from these 2.
Yes, because you're in a different city,
Got it.
a different town.
Different alignment is what it is.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Wait, how were you able to intimidate me? Could you do that in a?
Intimidate.
Order city?
Intimidate is not an
It's not an
combat
attack.
action.
No. Shenanigans. Just like what?
Oh, hamburgers. Well, when Mark and I were
He's
thinking
stealing your
about
lunch
it,
money.
it was
Yeah, right.
originally thought of thuggery, and like, it's just you can be a thug wherever you want.
There's thugs in good cities. There's thugs in bad
All right.
cities.
Cool. So. Okay. Okay. So.
See, we need Brian here.
All right.
Because Brian was just trying. Well,
You-
Brian did break the first version.
So
Remember?
I don't. I guess it's can you move me to the scroll then, and I'll just
And then
take
you
this
just-
quest right here.
Okay. So
That'll be
and then you get all your actions back, and
cool.
Done. And then you have 2 more village quests come out. Curse.
What is an
and
adventure point?
adventure points are these A's.
The A's.
So how do I go to an adventure point 1 tile away from this village
At
and
least.
not in a village city?
It's technically,
So
at
this
least.
would be an adventure point, not in this city.
Oh, I definitely don't have this quest. Then. Okay. So I
So,
would want a different quest.
Dragon. So local trouble would be the other one if you want. That one just popped up.
Let me see what that. I think this one was like. Go to an adventure point 1 tile away from that. Was the same one I just had.
No, they're the same. Local trouble and smuggling trouble.
so
are
both of
similar.
these are not,
Similar.
Not.
But you don't have to travel to here. You can travel somewhere else to expose these.
You could go here, and there may be an adventure point
Yeah.
that's.
Yeah.
They're not limited.
To be fair, like there are 19 tiles in this
Yeah.
deck,
Just
and
give me one, then it doesn't matter.
then 9 of
okay.
them are village and cities, and
Okay.
three
I'll keep it.
three of them are.
I guess what
public.
I'm saying is not understanding that I would not have taken that action.
That's fine.
Because I would have said like, what are the odds of any one of the tiles? I don't know the tiles, so I don't
Right.
know the odds of
So
it
now-
being an adventure tile.
But now,
or
but now
that
you
kind
kind
of
of know. Now every tile has
An
an adventure on it.
Okay.
So
Yeah, that would
You're-
be helpful.
yeah. So
All right.
Okay, cool.
Hold on. I'm going to pause. Because otherwise these things